Good morning. We are currently in Sagres, I think it's called. It's the city that's the most southwest of Europe, and it's one peninsula over from being like the landmass that's the most in that corner. So today we're actually going to bike there, and I'm really excited. I figured I'd take you on a day of biking and riding in Portugal. So we're on this bike trip. I think this is our 5th day of biking is today. We started in Lisbon. So after today, we're gonna start going over east. And I also haven't done any writing yet. I'm working on an epic fantasy book, but I've just been so focused on just like trying to figure out how to build a routine for myself that the writing on the book hasn't come. But I will say I have been writing in my journal, and I've made that a priority because I really want to document this trip and this experience. So I'm hoping that today, because we're taking it a little easier, because yesterday was a really big day. We biked, I think, 120 kilometers yesterday. Uh, yeah, it was a lot. Our bodies are tired. So today we're biking a lot less. The plan is to go to this little peninsula over there. I think it's only like 4 or 5 kilometers there. And then we're going to Lagos and hopefully staying in Lagos tonight. Every single day looks really, really different. So it's hard to say that this is the routine because every day has just been, different from the one before it. So there's not much of a routine in that sense. But there are still some things that we are repeating every day. So we woke up at 8 a.m. We're getting ready. We're going to try and hit the road by 9 a.m., which seems to be our natural, like, wanting to get up and move time. Maybe it'll get earlier at some point, but a lot of the shops and stuff don't open until 9 a.m. So if we ever want to grab like a breakfast or go to the Mercado like in the morning, it makes sense to like kind of be leaving at 9 so we can hit those places before we hit the road, and we might not get anything for like another hour. We might not hit like a village or anything. So anyways, yeah, this is our usual start. We're packing up. Jonah's packing up behind me. He's making some little noises, and we're gonna get going. We went to the store to grab bread and cheese and stuff for breakfast, and we have also gotten our first pastéis de nata of the day. It's like these custard tarts. They're so good. We've had one every single day of this trip. We are eating our breakfast at the most southwest corner of the continent, and it is so beautiful. The water back there somewhere across the water, across the Atlantic, is North America. Seems crazy, but yeah, this is super beautiful. We'll probably hang out here for a while before we head east towards Lagos. Look at the little baby. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. I know, I didn't mean to. Oh. On pavement at last. It's so nice. We are once again on gravel roads. Didn't last very long, that pavement, but we should get some roads again, especially getting closer to Lagos, because there'll be a lot more back roads to choose from. But I did not bring the right bike for this. I mean, it's fine. My tires are doing pretty good, but I have like a road bike. But it probably would have been better to have like a bit thicker of tire, but I'm still having fun. We're still doing good. But that's why, like, yesterday when we did the 120 kilometers, it didn't feel like that. It felt like more, just because you get gravel, you get sand, you get really cracked and bumpy pavement, and so you're having to slow down a lot. So yesterday we were biking for like 11 hours, 10 hours, I want to say. 10, maybe more like 10. But today should be pretty short. I think it might only take us like two and a half more hours to get to Lagos. I think it's like max 30 kilometers left. So we'll have some fun in a big city. finding water in Europe can be kind of tough. Like there's not as many like public water fountains, even at restaurants, like you have to pay for water. Like free water is not really as much of a thing. So whenever we see a public restroom or somewhere where we can fill our water, I do it. I chug whatever I have left and fill it, just because, yeah, it's just so hard to find. I mean, you can buy like a bottle for €1, but I'd rather fill our water bottles rather than buy these like one-use plastics.
That's so hard.
Oh no, don't break the spoon.
Oh, there's more.
Plastic. Okay, now you can go for it.
For
Yeah.
Portugal, baby.
I'm literally melting.
Let's go for a swim.
We are officially in Lagos. I honestly didn't even really realize that we were here until we were like so close to the campsite. And I just feel like so tired from today, even though today was not a long biking day. The heat has just been crazy, but we're down by the water here because we went back there to book a kayak excursion tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna be like that much difficulty with the kayaks. Like I think they pull you out to wherever. There's like a grotto and a secret beach or something that you're gonna go to, so that'll be really great. Sorry you're not coming with. Maybe I'll give some clips at the end to show you what it was like. But yeah, I think we're pretty exhausted, so I think the plan is maybe get some food or just hang out for the rest of the evening. But this means I'll have plenty of time tonight because I think it's only like 5 o'clock. Yeah, so we were on the road for like 9:30 to like 4 p.m. So definitely taking it easy today will be nice.
Things work. So I just kind of guessed from this point around.
Yeah, it's nice though.
The sun is shining off some of that stuff.
Yeah. I really didn't think it through how dark it becomes so early, it feels like now. But we got back to our tent and these people had parked right next to us. Like they're maybe 2 feet away is their car, and then maybe like 2 meters away is their tent. So if you hear a tick-tock sound, they're currently trying to hammer in their stakes into the ground. We didn't bother, we just used big rocks that we found because they've been at it since before I showered. So it's been like 15 minutes that they've been trying to hammer their stakes into the ground. But yeah, so I was able to shower because it's really nice. A lot of these campgrounds have showers. This one wasn't that warm, but a lot of times they are warm. And it's also a good place to fill your water bottle. But it's also interesting because a lot of the campgrounds, their toilets don't have toilet lids or toilet paper. So we do have toilet paper that we've had to get. But overall, you know, the camping experience has been pretty good. This one is probably the like roughest one we've been to. It's been the cheapest, I'm pretty sure, as well, just because there's like some broken glass around that we've had to like kick out of the way, but it feels really safe, so it's not really an issue. But anyways, we are both very, very tired. Jonah's taking a shower now, and you know that we're tired and maybe even got heat exhaustion, honestly, because we stopped by a mercado on the way back to pick up food that we could use for breakfast because we will be meeting the people for the kayak trip before 9 a.m. So before Mercados will open in the morning. And we usually get like a bread, a cheese, and a meat. And he got raw bacon. So I was able to find someone nearby to pawn it off to because we have no way of cooking bacon. But my plan now is to pull out my journal and trying to finish the entry of yesterday. And then after that, like I really would like to get a little bit of writing done, even if it's literally like 50 or 100 words, just to have started it, because that was the whole point. I wanted to do a day of biking in Portugal to force myself to try and get at least a couple words in. So we'll do it. Even if it's 10 words, I'm gonna open that tablet if it isn't dead, because it's been 5 or 6 days now. So we'll see if the battery life, if it's even alive. But first, journaling. I've started a new journal for this trip, and yeah, it's just a moleskin one. My plan is to draw a map of our journey, so I don't exactly know how far we're gonna get, so that's what this page is going to be. And then just to show you, this is our first day. So this was our day in Lisbon before we started biking. So there's gonna be a lot of writing, and then I've also used a shorthand up here to keep track of how many pastéis de nata we eat, and then also how many swims. And so I draw it up there so I don't have to write every day. So it's just easier to keep track of like how many we've eaten, how many swims we've done, so I can skip through really quickly. Sometimes I do little drawings. I've also been collecting at the back some like paraphernalia that I'm gonna be putting in there. So this is like a piece of a napkin that from a restaurant that we went to. This is like some tickets on it from a juice. So these are things that I'm leaving gaps in the pages to glue them in. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing, and then just writing. I think I'm gonna honestly fill this up before the end of the trip, so I'm going to have to get a second one at some point. I don't know if I'll mail this one back though, or what the deal will be, but that's a problem for another day. I had such high hopes for today to show off how amazing this trip has been. But this has to be the worst camping spot by far. Like the people next to us, after they stopped hammering their stakes into the ground for like half an hour, they were, I think, trying to inflate something in their tent. So there's this high-pitched whining off and on for maybe an hour. And then they've been taking stuff inside and outside of their car, slamming doors. Again, their car is like a couple feet over from our tent. And now they're eating, and you can literally hear their mouth noises as they're eating. And I am so tired and fed up. All the other camping has been great. Oh, I think my phone's sliding. But I did finish my journal entry, and I'm gonna pull out and do the a little bit of writing. You know, I'm gonna take maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm not gonna do much, but I'm determined to say that I'm gonna do it. So
Sit down.